I know I've mentioned before that this is my favorite part of the city, but I'm going to run an errand. And I think I'll walk down Calle Arroyo, but I think it's the prettiest street in Buenos Aires during the daytime. I did it in the evening and posted a video about that recently, and some people seem to enjoy it, so I think I'll do a daytime so you can see the architecture a little better. Right there is Palacio San Martin. Through the trees, we're going to walk by there. This is Palacio Paz, which is the military, or was the military palace. Paz meaning peace in Spanish. It's beautiful. I've posted some videos of some shows I've gone to, jazz and dancing shows. There's a beautiful rotunda in there where they hold events. Absolutely gorgeous spot. In the corner there is a gelato place called, it's a chain called Rapa Nui. Rapa Nui is the real name of Easter Island, right off the coast of South America here in the Pacific. This is the monument to General San Martin. There's frequently events here, laying of wreaths and so forth. Presidents who visit from other countries come here to lay a wreath and honor San Martin. Again, there's the palace. That building, which is trying to mock the architecture here, is Department of the Exterior of Argentina. I have some friends who work there. And that street there is Esmeralda. We're going to walk down that street, which turns into Arroyo. Very beautiful, but I'm going to go this way so that we can take a good look at Palacio San Martin in the daytime. This park is immense. It goes way down that way to Libertador Street. I've walked that back part a little bit and posted some videos where there's a sloping green grass area. At the far end there's a monument to the Malvinas War, which are the islands off of Argentina that were in dispute with England some years back. Kind of an embarrassing route of a 2-day or 3-day war. But people lost their lives, and there's monuments to that. So this is the kind of the backside. This beautiful glass section here. It's like a breakfast room or something, part of the palace. Very elegant. That building there in front, there's only 2 apartments per floor in that huge building. There's something like 300 or 400 square meters each apartment. That would be, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 square foot apartments, 4 or 5 bedrooms, maids' quarters, laundry room, etc. Okay, here's Palace San Martin. I've been in here. I've been to a few concerts here. This is where Mercosur, which is the Southern Cone group of nations, meets. Something like the G7, but for South America. This is really a tremendously beautiful place. I have to figure out how to post my still pictures to YouTube. Maybe I can make like some kind of a video out of them, because there are a lot of still pictures in the interior, which might be interesting to see. That's Calle Santa Fe, a big shopping district, one of the main east-west tributaries of the city. All these streets back here are very pretty, very elegant. And now we're turning on Esmeralda. There's a little crowd of people there because there's a really fabulous deli. Actually, 2 of them. One is kind of a pastry shop, and one is kind of a wine cheese shop. In the Department of Exterior, there's a beautiful theater. I've been in that theater for an event. And this is the backside, the service entrance of Palacio San Martin. Inside is extremely well maintained. All the original furnishings are in perfect condition. Alright, get through all the San Francisco at 12:49. This is a great little shop full of wines, tea, that's what everybody going up there. Many of these people work for the government. There's a kiosk, and then there's another place right here somewhere that has pastries as well. This one. Very interesting little neighborhood. I'm going to the shop right around the corner here that's putting new soles on New Balance sneakers. But before I do that, we're going to take a walk down Calle Arroyo. See right here, it kind of splits. Esmeralda at the next corner turns to the right and to the left. There's Arroyo. We're going to walk down there. There's a video where I posted about this building. It's a very historic building from a famous French architect. The name is not on the tip of my tongue. I actually looked inside in an apartment there, a very elegant place, and then we looked through the courtyard gates there. Inside that courtyard is a replica of the Spirit of Ecstasy, or Winged Victory, famous old headless statue. It's the same that's on the Rolls-Royce hood ornament. That's a copy of the original statue. Okay, so that's Arroyo, that's where we're going. To the right is the continuation of Esmeralda, where my supermarket is. I've actually posted a video of me walking through the supermarket. I have the idea that it's nice to show people what daily life is like, not just to be a tourist and visit it, but what is it like to live here as an expat? What's your supermarket like? Where do you get your shoes fixed? How do you get the subway? This kind of daily activities I think every day. I'm going to cut across here because I want to show you. Actually, I should have stayed on the other side. Maybe I'll cross again. I want to show you the one of the small hotels of the world. Very elegant hotel. It's just restored, but probably better to do it from the side of the street. Here's an example of apartments for rent. So to rent, this is $1,200 a month. To buy it, $350,000, $2,200 a month. With a pool, $700 a month, smaller one. $450,000 for this apartment. To buy it, $1,100 a month. This is $1.2 million. $760,000, $310,000, $545,000, $560,000. I'll just give you a little snapshot of this. This is one of the highest ends. This is one of the most prestigious, sought after. I call it the Gold Coast. In Chicago, we have a Gold Coast. So I call it the Gold Coast of Buenos Aires. So that's what prices are like in the most expensive here, what I consider the most expensive, most elegant. Okay, this hotel, we're going to look a little closer. Casa Lucha. I don't know the history or the ownership of it, but I've been in there a few times. There's a restaurant on this side, a bar on that side. Super elegant. And then I have to pause to show you this little cafe. Very feminine kind of cafe here. Just a little place for coffee. Anyway, Casa Lucia. So you see up behind there, that's all part of the hotel. And this glass-covered lobby area, absolutely beautiful. And of course, these are all rooms, very elegant. I've been to the website and looked at the rooms, very expensive. This is, it's got a plaque on the wall there, small hotels of the world, which I've stayed in a few of those around the world. To get into that club, you get a surprise visit. You don't even know they're there. They just come and stay and they check you out. And then they rate you in a number of things, your service, your quality, your cleanliness. your professionalism, etc. And you don't get to join the club unless you rate very highly. And the street's got a number of beautiful galleries, a couple of antique shops. So we're coming to my first favorite place I've talked about before in a nighttime video, one of the 50 best bars in the world. So voted many years in a row. And this signpost is another signpost. These are names of some of the other 50 best bars in the world. My son was here visiting recently, and he stood in front of the signpost and said, "Yep, been to that one, been to that one, been to that one." It was sort of funny. Here is the 50 best. I don't know if the glare is killing this, but 50 best bars in the world. And now this is a operating florist shop. They also sell wine, but the cooler door is a secret door, right where that big latch is. That opens up, and that's a stairway down to the basement. The bar is in the basement. It's very interesting, very beautiful, very chic kind of place. Now, they also operate this cafe, which is Cafe Atlántico. Same group, same ownership. Here a number of times. It's a lovely little cafe. The food is super. By the way, the bar, La Florería, the bartenders are all very professional, very experienced, do all sorts of custom things. So it's a big thing now. I'm learning the mid-century is what the younger people, the people in their 30s and 40s, want mid-century antiques. And I like Louis XV, Louis XVI, and no, that's out of style now. Here's the entrance of the apartment building here, the guard. And another cafe I've been to a number of times. Very nice, have these big flame warmers for cool evenings. In the winter, these chairs are covered with sheepskins. It's a very famous old church here. For all of the religious holidays, there's some sheepskins out right now. For all of the religious holidays, you see lots of BMWs and Mercedes parked out in front here. The politicians all tend to come to this church. Now, I'm not going to do it today, but in another video, right down the street here is an absolutely wonderful 15th century museum of Spanish things right there. And the courtyard there has a wonderful cafe. It's an extremely beautiful place, especially in the summer. It's so full of flowers. We'll walk in there in another video. It's one of my favorite places to go, and the museum is super fabulous. It's one of the places that really excites me here. It's one of my favorite museums. It's a private museum, a private collector who's now dead put it together and turned it into a museum after his death. So more little lunchtime cafes. Salmon and potatoes, grilled salmon and potatoes, a little sidewalk cafe. So I think I'll end this video here. Maybe I'll get to the corner because there's two very interesting places on the corner. This is another, I showed you earlier in another video, cowboy place. It's actually a saddle. Those are bits, a horse, all kinds of, so cowboy wear and cowboy gear. And cowboys here, of course, we've mentioned this before, are called gauchos. So gaucho wear for men and women is kind of chic. So people, when they dress up, sometimes dress up in gaucho wear, cowboy wear. It's the same way in the United States, I guess. Cowboy boots, cowboy hats, snap shirts, etc. So there's lots of those specialty shops. I'm going to keep this video going into the corner here. This is a beautiful church. on the corner, and a famous bakery that has 2 or 3 locations, cafe and bakery. So you have the bakery is on one side and the cafe is on the other side. There's several cafes. That one I've eaten at several times. This is the one I was mentioning, Los Dos Escudos. This is the cafeteria, and a little down the block is, I guess I'll walk down there and show you, is the pastry shop where they make their own pastries that they serve in the cafe. Most people think very highly of Los Dos Escudos. They have, like all bakeries, they have lunchtime prepackaged food sandwiches. Those are called migas, the square ones. There's usually also meat pies and vegetable pies, empanadas, and then sweet things too. Donuts, pastries, cupcakes, cookies. This is called pan dulce, and of course you might know it as panettone, and I'm pretty addicted to that. Okay, I'm going to end this video. Let's take a quick look at the church. We won't go in, but there's a piazza in front. They have a lot of events in this church. Again, another one that's frequented by a lot of the literati here. Okay, so I'm going to end this here, and we'll pick it up another time. Thanks for watching.